all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, at this time, if you hear me talk at this time, you know, say, I have an interview. And today I'm going to be speaking with the team I'm going to be speaking with Deacon Ray St. Michael Williams, who will be talking to me about the online church campaign that is happening, the Modern Wars and Prophecy. Now, this is a upcoming campaign to talk about world peace. You understand? And we just have to make sure so we peaceful in the streets, you understand? And to give you more details about this, because I want to be enlightened about what this is about, I have Deacon Williams on my line to talk more about this. So, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, morning. Thanks for having me. I'm good. Yourself?
Of course. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So, we're going to be talking about the online church campaign. So, talk to me, about, why this campaign right now. Give me a brief overview of the upcoming campaign.
Okay, sure. So the upcoming campaign is really about modern day wars and prophecy. It's the third in a three-part presentation series. This time we'll be focusing on the war in the Middle East. It's being hosted, as you said, by the Ocho Rios Congregational Church of God International. It'll be on August 25th at 4 p.m. streamed on our live YouTube channel. Now, previously we had given presentations on the concept of peace on earth, what the concept means, when and how will it come.
Yes.
Is it an elusive idea concerning the modern day conflicts that we have that seem to have no end? Is there a biblical solution? The second presentation that we had focused on the war between Russia and Ukraine, linking it to biblical and Bible prophecy and the implications for Jamaica and the region. So this is not really a discussion about, just current day events that's happening. It's a deep dive into our ancient biblical prophecies and how they're unfolding in our world around us today.
Right, you just mentioned biblical prophecies. Talk to me about how modern wars connect to the Bible prophecy, and what are some of the key prophecies related to today's global events?
Yeah, and that's an interesting question. A lot of times we talk about the Bible, and we do talk about Jesus as a very important figure in salvation. But significantly, the Bible is also a geopolitical book. First, we're told that man was given dominion on earth. And then in the book of Daniel, we're told about a kingdom of God being established on the earth. And in between these two events, we're told of 4 kingdoms and the transition of power between those kingdoms. And obviously, those transitions are not peaceful.
Yes.
Further in Daniel 11, we're told of the king of the north, the king of the south. Obvious questions are, what is the directional marker,
Yes.
north of what, south of what? Additionally, is it a coincidence that most of the Muslim countries who are south of Israel today are aligned religiously through the Nation of Islam, and also the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO? Is it a coincidence that they're north of Israel, except for the United States geographically? So we have prophecies like Zephaniah who speak about the war of Gaza that we see going on in our wars today.
Right
so
now, yes.
between Revelation, who are the kings of the east? King east of what? How do they play a role? So we were to spread it between Daniel, Revelation, Zephaniah, Zechariah 12, 14, the prophecies around Jerusalem and the war that we see taking place there.
I get you. And why is it important to explore these topics now? And how can persons participate in this? So they're hearing right now, they wanna learn more, they wanna see what this is all about. How can we participate, and why is it important to explore these topics now?
Sure. So first of all, they can subscribe to our YouTube channel, CGI Jamaica Ocho Rios. So that's CGI Jamaica Ocho Rios. And why this is important now, as we discussed in the last presentation, global conflicts bring questions.
Yes.
There are so many people dying. For example, as Christians, do we think about the fact that so many children are being killed? Right. What about them? How will they have a place in the kingdom of God? They've never had a chance to confess their faith. What will happen to them? Additionally, we have the questions about why does God allow so much killing in the world? Why is there so much violence? He's a good God. What role does he play in all of this, or does he have a plan?
Yes.
Even so forth. And I think even on a more practical term, I think it's good for us to understand the impact these wars have on our daily lives, so we can better plan. So, for example, inflation. A lot of the fertilizers that agricultural sectors use come from Russia and the Ukraine region. So what does that mean for food security? What does it mean for oil, for gas, for your JPS light bill? So it's important to understand how these things impact us, especially in the region We've seen, for example, in the 60s with the Cuban Missile Crisis, does Jamaica get an embargo because they would like to partner with China? Those are pertinent questions that we need to understand. What does it mean for tourism? So there are practical things that we can explore in our life today. And also from a mental and psychological point of view, it gives us peace and clarity around what wars bring and the fact that there is a solution biblically in the kingdom of God and how that all will translate in times to come.
Most definitely. So to participate, all we need to do is just to subscribe to your YouTube channel. That is CGI Jamaica Ocho Rios. And at 4 p.m. on Sunday, we can tune in to see this presentation.
Correct.
Amazing.
And they also participate. Come with the questions, ask. I'm sure that, a lot of persons who already are familiar with some of the biblical prophecies would want to know, how do we actually link these modern day nations to that biblical prophecy and, how does it all correlate?
And Sunday will also be a live panel discussion, correct?
Correct. And we will be accepting questions from the audience. So come hear the discussion. We'll go through the prophecies. We'll show you some of the current events that are there. If you have questions, we'll take them, we'll answer them, and we'll, fully engage in our online conversation.
I love this. This is very interesting, and I do believe that persons should go out and soak up this information. We need to know more and learn more to see what's happening in the world and see how it relates to what already written, right? So definitely go out and support this one. Subscribe. That is CGI Jamaica. So C as in cat, G as in goat, I as in India, Jamaica Ocho Rios. And subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Get your questions ready for Sunday, August 25 at 4 p.m. on YouTube. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Deacon Williams. Have a great one.
Amen. Thanks for having me.
All right. No problem. That was Deacon Ray St. Michael Williams.